What is up, guys? This is Prince Pyramid, and we're back with another one out here on Yukon, doing a little geese hunting and trying to put that diamond goose in the lodge. There's our two zones. We've been kind of going back and forth to kind of offset the hunting pressure, but let's go ahead and get into it, and hopefully we get this diamond pretty quick. So I chose geese hunting today, guys, because it's pretty laid back. We'll just wait for these guys to land pretty much, but it's pretty laid back, and it's going to give me a chance to continue the conversation that we had last time. It's now been several weeks, well, not several weeks, several days, up to a week. And we were promised by NBA stans, by Adam Silver fans, by the LeBron meat riding crowd who promised us we would get the information that there was a lot going on behind the scenes. We didn't see it, and something was going to come out to justify trading Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks for a 30-something-year-old injury-prone Anthony Davis, who got hurt, in case you guys didn't see that. He's already hurt. He's been hurt since coming to the Mavericks. He got hurt in the second half of his first game. But we were promised over and over again that don't worry about that, because eventually we're going to get the information that's going to justify all this stuff. And it's going to make sense. It's been several days. Has anybody heard anything that makes sense? Has anybody heard justification that said, oh, that makes sense? Like, yeah, I could see that now. That's why you traded Luka. Of course not. Because it doesn't exist. Either A, Nico Harrison is the stupidest human being to ever occupy a GM desk and will be fired for being so stupid, or B, there were certain guarantees about control should he make this trade. Now, why would you guarantee somebody who did something so preposterous anything? We got a few ducks. We'll take a shot here in a second. But why would you give that guy anything unless you had some other agenda in mind? And because we don't have any information as to why this happened, conspiracy theories are all over the place when it comes to this trade. Yeah, we're about to go ahead and shoot these guys real quick before I keep on this rant. Yeah, we'll go with the level 3. Oh, we'll get the follow-up on him too. But these conspiracy theories, guys, and I'm talking about, are all over the place. And again, I used to not peddle in conspiracy theories when it came to sports. I thought that was stupid. But there is no other explanation for this without them telling us some information. And I saw Nick Wright earlier today saying smart people are talking about this now, to the point where the Mavericks ownership had to talk about this. And this I'm talking about is the possibility of the Dallas Mavericks, a top 5 most valuable franchise in the National Basketball Association, one of the best attended teams in Dallas, in the whole NBA, moving to Las Vegas. Now, before you dismiss this, let me point some stuff out. Should they want to move to Vegas, they're going to need approval from a board of governors, the owners, and the commissioner. Well, you just gave away your best player. Do you think the board of governors is mad about that? Of course not. Making friends with on that board. Adam Silver sat there and saw his league get shit on for a full year almost, and he changed the narrative overnight by sending Luka Doncic to the Lakers. You think he ain't making some friends with him by this trade? Nico Harrison makes no sense as to why you would do this unless there was those guarantees. Now, the question is, why then, if you have the capabilities because you made these friends, why would you want to go to Las Vegas? Well, do you think the NBA doesn't want to go to Vegas? The NFL already did. WNBA is already there. Eventually, we're going to move the Oakland A's there. You think it ain't coming? They already said they want to expand to Seattle and Vegas. and you have a franchise where they have a board of owners and governorship and a commissioner who's friendly to them now. You got a wealthy franchise that you know the NBA would love to put in Vegas. You got them already in bed with sports gambling to the point that they've had since this really started getting hot, 2 players investigated for fixing games. I'm talking Jonte Porter and Terry Rozier. But the most compelling part is the ownership of the Mavericks. Miriam Adelson, in case you guys don't know, Miriam Adelson is the widow of Sheldon Adelson, the late political donor and businessman billionaire. How did Sheldon Adelson and the family make their money? If you guessed gambling, you were correct. They used to run Las Vegas Sands. So of course they have business interest in Vegas. Of course the NBA wants a team in Vegas. Of course sports gambling would be huge in Vegas. Of course you would want a wealthy franchise because the Las Vegas Kings isn't really going to sell, you know? They don't really have a built-in fan base the way Dallas does. All right, so there's our diamond. So we're going to still keep this going, but I do need to get this guy off the list so when he lands, we'll take him out. And on top of the fact that there's all this reason to go to Vegas, you've already made owners happy. You've already made the commissioner happy. And none of them would have said no to a Vegas trip anyways. So their theory is that perhaps they're tanking a fan base in Dallas so that they can then in turn justify taking the team from Dallas and moving them to the Las Vegas Strip. And at this point, since there is no other decent explanation, am I supposed to still sit here and say, that's a stupid theory? As our diamond's coming in to land, let's go ahead and get a shot on him real quick. And slumped him. And got his friend on a follow-up. Let's go. All right, let's go pick up all our geese. But you haven't given me anything. Anything. Nick Wright has been on ESPN since the trade happened trying to explain it. He's still confused. Sharanya was confused. He thought he was hacked. That's how stupid of a trade this was. And usually, if there feels like there may be more going on here than meets the eye, where there's smoke, there's fire, whatever saying you want to throw out there, if it walks like a duck, quacks, whatever saying you got, there's a lot of reason to doubt. We did get him. We did get the diamond Canadian geese off the list. So we'll take a second to acknowledge that. That felt good. That felt good. That was one of the initial species we needed off of Hirschfelden. But he is now in the lodge, and we're narrowing down that list. But anyways, just to kind of put a bow on it, I'm not saying that I am 1,000% convinced Dallas is headed to Las Vegas. But the people who say that are not quacks. They're not out there thinking. It was so bad at this point. Nick Wright on Fox Sports 1 admitted that smart people are talking about this now. NBA insiders are talking about this now, to the point that the Dallas Mavericks ownership had to roll out one of their presidents to say, no, this is just not true. It's not going to happen. Yeah. And if you believe their words, because they say that so emphatically, I'll remind you that Nick Saban promised the Miami Dolphins he wasn't going anywhere. And Bobby Petrino promised the Atlanta Falcons he wasn't going anywhere right before 2 weeks later they left. All right, guys, we did get this guy in the lodge. Let's go ahead and delete this too. Get this guy out of the trophy manager. But that's kind of my take at the moment. And let you guys let me know in the comments if you disagree. But until next time, guys, I've been Prince Pyramid. That is the Diamond Canadian Goose that we have been looking for. But I think we'll wrap it up here, guys. So until next time, everybody, have a good one.